Hi, and thank you for watching TargetedWest.com. Yes, we have a website. Check it out. This is DJ Chris. This is the Fourth Industrial Revolution call, mostly about V2Ks, synthetic telepathy, synthetic dreams. Today is the 7th of September 2025, and it is show number 177. And the opinions of the guests on this call on the open mic are that of their own and not that of TargetedWest or DJ Chris or a peaceful work group that gets together. So glad you're here, and it's open mic, so you can come on in and join the call. If you're watching this on your favorite platform, you can fast forward to towards the end when the book club comes on. There's a book, Call Me Crazy by Anne Heche. She's an actress. She was with Ellen for a while. You remember her? She looks like Farrow, whatever her name is, Mia Farrow. They have the same look. So, yeah. In the book, she talks about the fact that she's got God talking to her when, in fact, it's not God, it's V2K. So, we'll be talking about that tonight. Anybody have anything they want to say on an open mic night? We're not having any guests, so you're the guest.
Yeah, today's Sterling's. Today's a tough day. Yeah, criminals were next door.
Were they? Oh, at that house next door, yeah.
Yeah, and the radiation detector was going off constantly. I could tell when they were close by because the radiation, detector is just constantly going off in succession. So they were there.
Something happens. I just want you to know I'm really glad you didn't kill me.
So they finally left. They're doing their gang stalking thing. They left. Anyway, so it's just kind of a tough day. I don't know if anybody's ever seen it. There's a show on Netflix called Mind Hunter about these FBI agents back in the 60s. They go around and talk and tell the serial killers, trying to get a profile on them. Interesting show, They talked to Manson on the show. So, but Manson was supposed to be targeted, right?
Apparently, the CIA LSD was tainted and made him violent in this group.
I was watching some analyst on YouTube, and he was saying that AI is going to take so many jobs, and all these guys come on and say they're going to create new jobs, for everyone. It's going to be just great. But this one analyst said 5 years the unemployment rate will be 20%. That's what his prediction will be. That would be devastating in this country. You got 20% unemployment.
That would be really bad, yeah. Well, I've learned to embrace AI, and it's using it to my advantage, so it's working out.
Is it really? Okay. Because I know Frank's on the call. I don't know if he has an opinion or not.
Yeah, Frank at Targeted Tech Talks here. Yeah. Hey, how's he doing? I wonder if he's okay.
Hey everyone. Yep, doing pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah, I think AI is going to lead to rapid changes, probably some positive, definitely some negative as well, but I think there is opportunity. Some other analysts have talked about kind of the uplift phenomena where, once AI gets to a certain point, we're going to see a general advance in technology, healthcare and other things. So I think there's some positive. It's definitely going to be a big transition period for sure.
Part of the fourth industrial revolution, and then everybody's a Luddite if they don't get with the AI program.
You know what? Facebook or Meta, I heard they offered 7-figure bonus signing. Go to work with them, and they're Apple employees, AI employees are leaving. 7 figures they're paying Zuckerberg. That's amazing.
Well, I worked in tech and up until the 2000s, and I made good money. I lived in a house with a pool and had a Jag.
Nice. Now I was watching this other analyst too. They were talking about the fourth turning, and the fourth turning is when society will break down. Every 100 years,
we are in that fourth turning. That's exactly what this is.
They said the first turning was the last fourth turning was World War, the Great Depression, and WW2. And now 100 years later, we're in the fourth turning again. And that's when society will break down.
Sorry, what exactly is a turning?
I think four major events in society that changes society. I think.
Because you can say that the presence of nuclear weapons change politics and war making, so that could be a turning in and of itself.
I'm not too sure.
You see what I'm saying? Like that whole fourth turning thing is a little too convenient cookie cutter.
I think, as I recall, they were saying you could I think you could Google it, but there's 4 areas of like society. There's 4 areas, where it's like a peak, right, and then it's coming down. Society. The Roman Empire.
Isolation spending 22
Roman Empire fell.
in her cells to get
And
metal
the Roman Empire was spending so much money, just like we are today. And in the beginning of the Roman Empire, their coins were 95% silver. And by the end of their empire, the coins were only 5% silver. And no one trusted the currency in the Roman Empire. And inflation was rocketing. And then eventually the empire fell. And that's what our
Yeah, I don't mean to turn this into like a long, nerdy discussion, but it fell in the West, and then in the East, it was going on for another 1,000 years. And the whole thing about the Roman monetary
trusted our
thing,
currency. Like our debt is like $1 trillion.
Right. Okay, that's fine.
I think it's like $1 trillion a year. Our debt, and they keep printing more money and devaluing the currency, just like the Roman Empire. So, and then you have the fourth turning. coming up. So, but they don't know about the targeting and the weapons that are going on. So. And what do they say that 2029 is when they're going to roll out the targeting to everyone in the country? I don't know.
Okay. I'm debating whether I should comment anything. I think my best guess is that when it rolls out, broadly speaking, it's probably not going to be with just vicious V2K and just putting the kibosh on everybody. It's going to be priority is not to just subdue. It's specifically to control. Right? It's like you have a farm and you control your flock, right? And some you need to cull, some you need to early on, turn into steak and food, but some you let, pasture, multiply, et cetera, but regardless how each individual animal on the farm is treated, everyone is under some kind of control. So if it turns into, if this program is turned on everybody or most of the people, it's going to be mostly informers for control, which means that some individuals actually get promoted and helped. Some are just the opposite. Some are neutral, right?
Yeah, so some animals are equal, or all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal.
Exactly. So if, the initial stages of the TI program, where it's like a few percentage of people, and most of them receive the negative kind of treatment, if this gets rolled out more widely, it's not just going to linearly translate from what we currently go through. It's going to be something different, but control nevertheless.
So behavior control program is what it is, and it's rolled out among the world. It's used in every society and every country, and it's a way to control your people, and that's what they do here. And you get out of the line, and you get put on a list. A secret list that nobody has access to, or you can't get your name off of it. You don't know how your name got on it. You were nominated by somebody, but who? You never get to know that. It's a secret.
Oh, I know who nominated me. I know. It's the
I know who nominated me. It's the DA attorney that lived in the rental house across the street. He did it. DA. Steve Hopkins, but I think he got paid because he went and bought a house afterwards and got really sick and died because he had a bad liver from drinking. So he died. That was 2005, right at the beginning of my torturing. I was even in the house with the DA, the actual DA, the guy they elect. He's the only one that came to his funeral afterwards. I sat there and talked to him for a while, but I didn't say much about targeting. I just wanted to talk to him in general. Seemed like an okay guy. There was another Kennedy, John Kennedy, Jim Kennedy, or something like that. Anyway, yeah, he was elected. Does everybody know who nominated them to this program? Do you all have an idea who it is?
No one's talking. It's usually somebody with power and influence, right?
Right, and access, yeah.
You have to be connected to somebody. probably tied to law enforcement or the military or, you know,
mine's the fusion centers are partially run by the DOD and the DOJ, so of course the military is involved with domestic issues all the way back since they built those buildings, the fusion center.
Yeah, the fusion centers need to go. I'm surprised no one talks about them. Even on talk radio, they never mention anything about the fusion centers. Conservative talk radio. I have to ask them about that. I want to call up again. I'm not going to give up on the talk radio. I still keep calling. I seem to get through.
I used to call talk radio, and it took me a while to get the swing of things, and then I ended up having my own radio show on the local KKUP for a while.
That's interesting. The Blaze TV, they're on YouTube. They're pretty forthright in talking about this kind of stuff, the deep state.
Well, I need new sources, so if anybody watching this on your favorite platform is watching, if you've got any resources besides Activist Post, which sucks now, they don't have anybody on it, and everybody's run off to different platforms. So if you've got any, please share them in the comment section, or if you've got them now, share them on the mic, so we can share things together and learn.
What do you want us to share, Chris?
I'm looking for people to share their resources when they do research for targeting. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Do you ever go to Activist Post? Because I go there and they don't have all of the same people that used to write for them. There's a lot more people. And Janet Phelan doesn't write for them anymore.
I don't know them. Has anyone been keeping up with the DC trip?
I haven't, but I know many of them are there right now.
Yeah, I haven't watched anything. Not because I don't want to, but because I forget. I saw that Anna posted to X, as well as I know these things are on Rumble, so I want to watch some of it. Yeah. See how they're doing.
I watched the recording. It was pretty good.
Okay. Did Melissa go, or did she do her regular was her regular podcast up today? Chosen Heroes.
She was on Chosen Heroes today, so I don't think she went to the event.
Oh, okay.
Oh, some else, whatever that is. Figure that out. It's open mic if you'd like to chat. No one's going to judge you. You've got a good crowd here right now. of like-minded folks with the same issues that you have. You'd be surprised if you share your story how many other people have the same story, and they'll say, my goodness, that's exactly what I'm going through. How many times I've had epiphanies on these calls. When I was first targeted, when I was first targeted in 2002, all there was a website called Mind Control Forums. I think Eleanor White, Raven One, had a site, and that was pretty much it. And it was the only two books were John Hall's and Robert Duncan's back then. First two books, pretty much. The other ones were there too, but they were hidden, and now they're all coming out in the book club. So if you'd like to join the book club, go ahead. That's a good idea. We'll be talking about the books in the later part of this episode.
How did Robert Duncan die? Do you know, Chris? Or anyone else know?
I don't know how he died. No, I'm sorry.
Because recently I heard someone say on a podcast that it was by suicide or he was suicided, but that I thought I heard, 12 months, 2 years ago, whatever, that he died of cancer. So I don't know, which one is it? Was it suicided, or cancer? I'm curious. He was living where I was living in the Boise area, Idaho, which is a terrible, Freemason, Mormon, just military, just like terrible place to live for TI or anyone outspoken. But I don't know if there's a good place in this country at this point.
I thought Idaho was always like anti-government. A lot of people there.
Yeah, I think on the outskirts, Idaho, for one, is very conservative, but I think they are a little bit anti-government, but I think it's because of all the Californians that moved in. Like after the pandemic, Idaho took was the fastest growing state for a period of time.
Yeah.
I think the landscape has changed quite a bit since 2020 or 21. Yeah. So
yeah.
I don't know.
Boise looks like a really nice city.
It is a nice city, though. They've got 20 miles of river that runs through the city to the neighboring towns, with all these trails for walking and biking and jogging. And yeah, it's a little bit like Boulder, Colorado. If you've been there, like people are pretty fit. They're like, seems like they're pretty active there compared to, some parts of the South where I'm living now, where people don't get out a lot, it seems, exercise.
A little pale and a little overweight. I understand that.
Oh, the food is so unhealthy. Just rough. I'll say that.
Have you got any hot little sushi joints in town?
Do I?
Do you have any sushi places in town, or is it just Bobby's Fishery?
I haven't even looked for sushi places in town at this point. Sounds good. I
have a hankering for sushi right now.
The last time at sushi, I think I got I did get sushi at the Sprouts grocery store outside of Tulsa, in a suburb of Tulsa.
That's right. I forgot they made it. Yeah, that's not bad stuff.
Yeah, like Whole Foods, right? They've got those sushi chefs at these natural grocery stores. Yeah.
Deb K's here, everybody. Deb K, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, everyone.
Just me and Krista there, Deb K. How are you?
Well, the neighbor's burning me up. My face is all red, you can see. So they got a weapon on me right now.
Yeah, you look sunburned.
Huh? Yeah, it's all, my face is all red.
You look sunburned. Yeah, I can see they burned you.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Can you put something on it?
Yeah, I put castor oil on it.
What do you use?
Castor oil.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's penetrating and pulsating into my house right now. So.
The full moon was exact at 1 o'clock Central Time today, and I know it's going to look full tonight, but these things have an exact moment. And I'll say that the technology, the techno sorcery, and the witchcraft attacks are pretty high in my neighborhood, and I think they're using whatever weapons they can right now at the full moon to attack people. So that's what the wicked people do.
Well, today when I was at Menards, I was in the paint department because I got some of that stuff called deck correct. You can paint it on your deck. It's like a stain, but only it doesn't wear off. It's really good stuff. And I knew exactly what I wanted when I went there and what color I wanted. And I told the guy, I said, "This is the color I want." He goes, "Okay." So I'm standing there waiting for it to mix. All these things happen to me at the store. So there was a guy standing down at the end of the counter. And I said, "You could go ahead. Go ahead. I'm waiting for my paint." And he said, "No, that's okay." And he waited until I felt comfortable where I was at. And he walked by me and he rubbed against me. And when he did that, I felt like it went like that in my body. I think he got a frequency from me. And my phone was ringing at the same time, so I used that as an excuse. And I was looking at him, I said, "I should have known better." And he looked at me like, "What have you should have known?" I never thought he would say that, and I said, "My phone is on lockdown. I can't answer it." That's what I said. But it was him. I should have known better. I should have hid behind my cart. I let my guard down at that time.
That's when they get us, when we let our guard down. I've been there. Sorry, that sucks.
Yeah, it's horrible. But, I don't know what he's going to do with that. He walked away like he was real happy with what he got. Like he just got some candy,
Maybe he got some sort of perp bonus for the reaction.
Yeah, well, I didn't like that he rubbed against me. I thought that was very rude.
Yeah, I'm sure it was intentional. He did that. Most likely.
But I want to show you guys what I got. Hold on. Oh, it's very heavy. I couldn't pass it up though, because when I was a single mother and I found out I had to do my own repairs to my house because I could never get anyone to help me. So for Christmas she bought me this one thing. It had drill bits, screwdriver bits. It had everything in it. And I used that throughout the years, and there's some pieces missing. But I couldn't believe it. I walked by this thing, and I went back, and I went, "Oh, my God, I have to get this." And here, I'll show you. It's 246 pieces, and it has everything in there.
I have that same set that you got.
You got this too?
You got very similar to that. I've had it. I bought from Costco, and it was on sale.
How much did you get yours for?
Well, this was in 2010. I think I paid $99 for it.
This is only 23.
Oh, wow. Mine's gigantic. Well, that's still very nice. Did you get it at Costco? Yeah, Menards.
Yeah, this guy says, "Oh, look at the punch." They get, he's telling me. Does someone have a TV on? Someone was telling me.
Keep going.
He was telling me everything. He said, "Wow, look at that! Oh my God, I got to get this for my daughter too." He said he borrows all his stuff and he don't like it. I said, "Well, this comes with a black case. Isn't it cool? If you live there in Menards, you should go get one." Isn't that something? Every time I talk, some person that's jealous has to make noise in the back. So if you want to get a Christmas present or a birthday present for someone in your family, that is an ideal thing there. Who's all on here? Laura, Tranquility. G's on here. Let's see. Sepal, D, Glamour Girl Cat, Elizabeth, God is their creator. Huggy Bear, Jane. Oh, what color? I wonder what I'm going to be coloring. Milkshake, Minnie. Oh, Sadrina. Oh my God, everybody's on here. I have to try to figure out what I'm going to color here tonight.
You'll find something to color, won't you?
Oh, yeah.
Show us some pages.
Yeah, I gotta move some stuff here. Hold on.
Can I just ask a question about Look Out for Charlie?
Yeah, I was watching his video the other day.
Did you see that, Chris? The part of his recent video where Lucille Ball from I Love Lucy talks about her teeth
I heard that story before from her. Crazy, huh?
Yeah.
That was my first time to hear that story. That was so wild. And then Look Out for Charlie is so right, though, right? That the fact that the audience didn't call her crazy, they just listened. I mean, that was pretty wild. Given the number of years ago it was. They didn't lock her up for it.
Is she targeted?
What?
Was she targeted?
She had dental work where they put metal fillings in, and then she suddenly heard
radiation at the end. She heard Chinese or Japanese people typing code, and she got them busted.
That's right. They were underground or something like that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, story. Yeah. Look up at Charlie's. I don't watch him listen all the time, but he's very insightful.
Is that a movie?
No, it's a YouTube channel. Chris, did you create the coloring book, or did you have a graphic artist do it?
I did the graphic art myself. and designed it and uploaded it, and then I had Lulu print it, and I sold a lot of copies of it.
That's so awesome.
I like that Dalmatian picture. That's a good one.
Did I do that one?
Why not?
Okay.
Oh, that's so cute. I had a Dalmatian named Bubba.
Oh.
Here's Bubba. My little angel. He was such a good boy. Boy, he was a good boy.
Hard when we lose our animals.
When we had to put him to sleep, I had to stay in the lobby because my V2K would have a field day with that if I were to witness something like that. They would torture my life, so I had to stay away.
It's sad. So what color should I?
They take the life energy out of me every day. What color should you? Well, the fire department should be, I don't know what color, brown perhaps, and the doors white or windows white, and the animals, the dogs should be a light color. They don't have to be white. You can be a color.
Okay. How about the doors red? Brown, the building brown, the doors red.
There you go. Okay, there you go. That'd be perfect.
Okay. Let's see.
I'll play a little message from our friends at TI events while we're watching Deb K do her. We'll go ahead and see if my software is going to cooperate. And play a commercial, and I guess it is. Isn't that interesting? Here we go.
Jamie, being a targeted individual is so isolating. I don't know who to trust or where to turn.
I totally get it, Alex. That's how I felt too, until I found TIEvents.org.
TIEvents.org? What's that?
It's a site that lists everything for TIs. Conference calls, webinars, in-person events, support groups, meetups, and more. There's something happening every day.
Well, that's exactly what I need. Real support from people who understand.
You'll find it all at TIEvents.org. It's been a game changer for me.
TIEvents.org, your one-stop source for all targeted individual events. Visit today and connect with your community.
That's TIEvents.org. Check it out. Of course, tonight we have Laura is going to announce her call at the end of the night here, and Deb K, and I think Minnie's here too. How did my grandmother deal with V2K? I don't know. I never talked to her about it, but my cousin told me my grandmother had V2K of her husband talking to her.
I'm just being so tortured here tonight. Well, you know, see, I went out. I have this viney stuff growing into my trees. It's the worst thing that I had to pull off my trees, and it's got these stickers in them. And and it got cold. You know, it just got cold. I just did that, and then I was going to cut the grass, and I said, I'm just going to do this tomorrow. I put everything away. And so I come in and I fall asleep in the chair. And I had the fan going, and I woke up and I was just freezing. I had it blowing on me. And it's 55 degrees right now. So it's cold. It is cold.
Your friend Setsa's here.
Hi, Setsa. I didn't look in the chat yet, you guys.
I hear Deb K scraping away on that coloring book.
I got to sharpen the pencil because it's not doing it. I wonder when Michelle's going to be coloring.
Me?
Yeah. You going to color?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
I have to, I haven't gotten my book out. I got to get it out.
More capability and
Yeah, you can color too with us.
Huh?
I think I'll have another beer. No, I'm kidding. I'm having another RC Cola.
Old school.
In this special double feature edition of Hyundai Showroom Walkaround. I'm Gian, your product specialist at host, and this is the 2020.
Deb, do they, when it's cold out, do they freeze you?
No, they make me hot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get the hypothermia thing. It's crazy.
Well, they do that at night when I have my air conditioner on and my fans because I'm so hot, and I wake up and I'm froze.
Yeah. Seems like it's either too hot or too cold, right?
Yep, I got to put extra blankets on my bed tonight.
Yeah.
And I'm upstairs, so you think it would be warmer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. Except for when they heat me up, you know.
Yeah.
They're cooking me for their dinner, and when they get me cooked just right, they'll kidnap me. My niece and her husband came over to me again because I couldn't get my lock off my shed. I bought one of those. Don't ever buy a combination lock because they
tweak it.
Huh?
They tweak it.
Whatever they did, and he had to cut the whole thing off for the whole thing that you put the lock on. He had to cut that off in order to get it off because it was a round lock and he couldn't cut into it. So he put the new latch on and put the lock on for me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I thought that was really nice. My niece, you know, she looks in my shed. She says, "Can I have that, Auntie Debbie?" I said, "Yeah, take it." She's so cute the way she says it. "Can I have that, Auntie Debbie?"
Oh.
I gave her a TV and a metal box that she liked. So I said, "You got to come back and look again because it's full. All kinds of goodies in there." He says, "Oh, Auntie Debbie, I like this shed."
Okay, well, it's time for the book club. So we're giving away a book today. So stay alert. Let me get my software going. because we are giving away a book.
It's time for the TI Book Club, where every book opens a door to new worlds and shared journeys. Here, we uncover hidden gems, specially selected for TIs, and always within your reach. Be part of a community that reads together, grows together, and sees the world through the same lens. Don't just listen to stories, live them with us. Join now at bookclubs.com/TIBookClub/join, and let's turn the pages of adventure together.
Welcome to the TI Book Club. This is DJ Chris. I'm sure you've heard of Anne Heche. She was lovers with Ellen for a while, and she looked like Mia Farrow, kind of blondish hair, skinny. Well, she died in a freaky car accident where her car went like 100 miles an hour into somebody's house, and her blood test results were clean. But they remotely controlled her car to make it crash, apparently, like they did with another gentleman, which can be done now with many modern cars. But anyway, her book is called Call Me Crazy by Anne Heche. I gave it an 8. And one of the things I noticed about her book is that she was either flirting with the Illuminati or she was part of it, because she put her hand over her eye like this for the photograph, which is the typical Illuminati move.
Oh, no.
And I couldn't believe that when I saw it. If you get a copy from me of the book, you'll see the cover. It was mostly her and her family moving a lot. Her dad liked to spend money and didn't have any great jobs, so he'd get fired and they go broke and have to move. And they kept moving and moving and moving. Her dad died of AIDS in 1983, which is scary. Apparently he was gay. She met some guy that was 31 and she was 14, so that was weird. And what's that, Michelle?
Oh, I'm sorry. I heard that she was doing plans to do a movie, and it was going to possibly expose child trafficking and stuff. And
that's right. That's exactly why she was. You got it.
Yeah, and people think that she was maybe, taken care of.
No, I think she was too, because it was involving a lot of people to be exposed. So they got her.
Did you see that footage where they show her in the body bag and she was still alive because it was moving?
She lifted her whole body up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, pretty crazy stuff.
She gets a job at a soap opera called Another World. That went on for 3 or 4 years. And then she decided to work with a therapist, which had her do low-dose LSD for therapy. And towards the end of the book, I had to read through this whole thing. It was very disconnected and not an easy read by far. A lot of ramblings, but I got her point. She suffered a lot through her childhood. And she mentions God talking to her in her head. So her V2K is God talking to her. And she's got one hand on her face. So what does that tell you?
Wow.
Anyway, yeah, she mentions God as a voice in her head. And actually takes advice from it too, so it's quite wild. But anyway, that's Anne Heche in her book, Call Me Crazy. If you want a copy of it and you're watching this recording or listening to it, you can email me at djchris@targetedwest.com. If you want to email me from this call, you can too, and I'll send you a free copy PDF. That's the end of the book club. It's free. There's no charge. It's a free. I have free copies available.
Oh, I think I'm going to get that. I'd like to have that
So
book.
send me an email and I'll send you a copy.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, she had a Mini Cooper and it remotely controlled into a building and crashed, and her drug results were negative. She didn't have anything in her body.
Well, that happened to me one time. I had a Buick Electra, and the pedal went all the way down to the floor. It was on a windy road next to the river, and I put it in neutral, and I got it to stop. That was scary.
Call her sister is my relative and makes her violent. Yeah, and your sister calls the police and says everybody's after her, which is terrible. Then they come to your house and it's a scene. It's stressful.
Well, I think they want the police to come to my house because of my alarms that keep going off on my security system. You know, that one went off at 5 a.m. And I called my niece. She says, "Why don't you just call the cops?" I said, "Hell no, they're the last ones I want." What they're trying to do,
The police can't help you. They're not going to help.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, they want to make it look like I'm crazy by calling the police. You know. So no, I'm not doing that.
We're all kicking back and watching Deb Kay paint that fire department. A nice mid-century color.
Mhm.
Yeah, caller. Oh, your sister became crippled when I was crippled, but I have surgery to fix mine. Now I'm walking again, which is pretty amazing. I'd like to go for a walk around the park, but I have to think of something I could bring with me that I could use in case I fall over or something, but I haven't gotten that far yet. They got me so scared at the rehab place of breaking my hip or busting the wrist or something. And I'm afraid to walk, so I gotta break that.
Bring one of those things that you can hold on to and walk with.
I have a walker, but I don't want to use it anymore because it looks like I'm old.
I don't care what anyone would think about that. You know, I saw a guy walking with one today that was really cool. And I went up to him and I asked his wife, I said, "Where did you get that?" She said, "I got it at the vet's hospital." But she said, "I got another one." She said, "My mother just died." I said, "Well, my mom is 99, and I'd like to buy one of those for her." And she's going to sell it to me. She's going to call me.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I have one wheel around unit and one with just legs and one wheelchair. I have a cane and two walking sticks. I have all that shit.
Oh, the walking sticks are cool.
Yeah, they are, and that's what my neurologist recommended I do.
There's people that walk with those around here all the time.
If I don't exercise, I'm going to be a goner.
Have Skeeter go with you when you go for a walk.
Well, he used to, but we can do that again, yeah. But I can go on my own.
Well, probably at this point you should have someone come with you, just to be safe. Because you don't want to end up in the hospital again.
I don't want to end up at that rehab place again. My God, the food was terrible. I'll be down to 100 pounds this time. I mean...
I think they purposely did that to you.
No, what am I trying to say? I had surgery on my throat, so I couldn't swallow very well. So they made everything purified or diced up, and it was all really gross. And they kept sticking that diet on me, and I finally got the regular diet, and it was awful. All the nurses said the food was terrible. They said they were sorry about it. I said, can I bring my own food in? They said, well, if we approve of it, of course you can. I go, yay, but I didn't do it. I figured I'm just going to go on a diet. And I ate the eggs every morning, and I ate the yogurt, and that was about all I ate. And the little vegetable cup and things like that.
Well, didn't they make any bacon or anything, or, like that?
No, at the hospital, they don't do bacon. Yeah, it's all crappy turkey bacon. If it's bacon, it's not even tasty. It was god awful. I can't believe that's enough incentive to not go back just from the food. I don't know how you can screw food up so easily, but they did it.
Well, how about, I went to a restaurant one time and the eggs tasted like Pam.
What happened to Anne in St. Louis?
I don't know. Geez. I should call her someday. I got her number. I haven't really called anybody. Someone called me from Oregon today.
Oh, yeah?
But I don't know who it was. You have to say who you are before. I don't answer on available calls. Because you know what? When you answer those, say hello, 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 hello. No answer. Click. Just hang it up.
Well, thank you for watching on your favorite platform, whether it be Spotify listening in, or YouTube, BitChute, Rumble, or archive.org. I appreciate your time and effort, so please like and subscribe and make a comment on the call. I know you'd like to, and so please be my guest. And thank you for taking your time to watch us on your platform of your choice.